stomp you out. Came with all my goons, we gon' thug it out. Go ahead, bust a move, we gon' stomp you out. Came with all my goons, we gon' thug it out. Throw your hood up, go ahead and rep your city. Throw your hood up, go ahead and rep your.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Manny Pacquiao at risk of being stripped of WBA title if he fights Connor McGregor. Manny Pacquiao might lose his WBA title if he were to box Connor McGregor. For quite some time, there have been rumors of Pacquiao boxing McGregor, but recently those talks intensified. McGregor tweeted he would be taking on the boxing champion in the Middle East, and Pacquiao's reps confirmed the news. Yet it would come with some punishment, according to WorldBoxingNews.net, if the Filipino senator could be stripped of his WBA title due to COVID-19. It's already been over a year since the Filipino senator took the belt from Keith Thurman in Las Vegas. The World Boxing Association would have given Pacquiao a grace period due to the coronavirus stopping so many fights, but they will want movement in the next 6 months or so. It's highly doubtful that Pacquiao will be able to wait another year to defend the championship. The report reads, Manny Pacquiao has not fought since July 2019 when he defeated Keith Thurman by a split decision. He won the WBA welterweight title in the victory and extended his winning streak to 3 after he also beat Adrian Broner. The 41-year-old has notable wins over Shane Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Oscar De La Hoya, among others, but did come up short against Floyd Mayweather in one of the biggest boxing events of all time. Meanwhile, Conor McGregor has only one pro boxing experience, and that was the legendary fight against Floyd Mayweather. The MMA star has retired and wanted to fight several times in the UFC in 2020, but that has not been the case. Whether or not Pacquiao will actually box McGregor is to be seen. In a statement, he said he wanted to help raise funds for the Philippines and fight against the Irishman would do big business. So perhaps he doesn't actually care about the belt and is just worried about helping out his people. Do you think we will see Pacquiao versus Conor McGregor? All right. Trill Dollar Bill, what are your thoughts on the WBA, I guess, threatening to strip Manny Pacquiao if he fights Conor McGregor?
Well, I'm just going to say this right now, that LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers is going to end this series today. And the reason why I brought that up is because just like Jimmy Butler don't need a barber or a barbershop to be great, Pacquiao don't need this belt to be great. You know? Jimmy Butler over there looking like a homeless Jamie Foxx.
And shout out to Jimmy, man. Like I said, I'm rooting for the Lakers, but that man is playing.
Yeah, he is playing. He's playing. But it's the Lakers all day.
That's right.
Pacquiao, when we talk about belts, right, there's certain people that need belts. They need the belts. That's what gets you to your star power. This person collected this belt. He did this. He did this. Manny Pacquiao's to the point where he don't need a belt. If you're going to threaten Manny Pacquiao about a belt, you know what I'm saying? It's like telling a billionaire, right? Listen, I'm going to take this $20. You know what I'm saying? I stole that 20 from you. He's going to be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? If Manny has the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to fight for your belt for $5 million or fight Conor McGregor from up to $60 to $100 million, have your belt back. Here's your belt. Manny Pacquiao is bigger than the belts. Floyd Mayweather is bigger than the belts. Canelo Alvarez is bigger than the belts. You have guys like Anthony Joshua who are bigger than the belts. Star power is bigger than your little belts. You know what I'm saying? Your WBO belt to him right now is like a hers made belt, or not even. It's like a Levi's belt. I was gonna say a Gucci belt, but it's more like a Levi's belt to him right now. He don't care about He's doing great things. We're talking about the senator of the Philippines. He's trying to do great things for his country. I'm trying to put on the biggest show possible. Yeah, I'll knock out Conor McGregor and you can have your belt back. Manny Pacquiao surpasses the belts. He's a legendary fighter. Put some respect on his name. When you talk, say the great Manny Pacquiao. That's how it is from now on. The great Manny Pacquiao. Don't mention no belts. It's the great Manny Pacquiao.
No doubt. G?
Yeah, the only thing I agree with Trill again. But
it's okay. Yo, G, don't.
I agree 1,000.
Here it is, G. Because you say that all the time, right? And you look like you're mad about it. G, don't let people get in between us, G. They trying to say, oh, G always agree with Trill and G. They always don't let them get in between us, G. All right? It's okay for you to walk on the wild side.
Nah.
Who's that? Me? That's me, Trill.
The only pushback, I do have a soft spot for Ugas.
Green with Trill again, man.
Yo, I wanted Pacquiao to give Ugas that opportunity, you know? And so, to me, like, if Pacquiao gets stripped, then there goes Ugas' opportunity to be in the ring with a great. You know what I'm saying? And so trying to regenerate his career. You know what I mean? And so that's the only thing I was like, damn, man, like Ugas needed this, man. But other than that, I agree 1,000 with Trill. Like Pacquiao is way bigger than any of these trinkets that we wear around our waist. Like, come on, like this, to me, Pacquiao, it doesn't matter. He could literally give up all the belts. He could give, even his old ones that he got on the wall, he could mail them all back. Everyone would still look at this dude as one of the greats, you know? And to me, what's commendable about Pacquiao is he's taking on this fight for his people. And that to me is like spectacular because he's literally putting the Philippines on his back, you know? And so I can't get mad at him. I really can't. I'm pretty sure Ugas can't get mad at him. You just got to go, damn, man, like it happens. It just sucks, man. I just really want, hopefully, you know, Pacquiao, even though he's kind of old, maybe he should be retiring soon. But if Pacquiao finds it in his heart, after he beats up on Connor, give Ugas a shot, man. That's all I ask. And if you could give me that Pacquiao, you the man. But if you don't, I understand either which way.
Hey, listen, I think, they can fight for that vacant WBO. Put Boots and Ugas in there together, and they can fight for the vacant WBO.
WBA, you mean Pacquiao's belt? WBA.
Yeah, for the WBA.
WBA.
They can fight. Hey, put Boots in there with Ugas. Let them do it in December, and they can fight for the vacant belt. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao trying to get them M's.
Ned?
A fight with Ugas ain't gonna help the Philippines right now.
Might help Cuba.
Nah, I agree 100% with Trill, man. Like Pacquiao doesn't need the belt at this point. He's accomplished so much in his boxing career that his name alone is the draw. Like, you know, boxers would want to fight Pacquiao just to have that on their resume. So him losing the belt, I don't even think he's worried about it. And he wants to fight Connor to. I hope he wants to beat on Connor to like teach him a lesson because you know Connor's been acting a little wild lately in the public's eye. And also, you know, he wants to charity. He wants to do it for a charitable. It's a charitable act. So, and I respect that as well. So, if the belt, he doesn't mind losing the belt for that, and then later on he could try to win another belt because you know the champions in his division still want to fight Pacquiao. So, for me, it's not that big of an issue if he gets stripped or he loses his belt. So,
yeah. WBA. You slayed me. Don't take yourself so seriously, WBA.
yeah.
Exactly.
For real.
We the shot callers.
This is me and Pacquiao we're talking about. Like, who cares about your belt? See, like, for example, when you in your career or like say someone graduates from undergrad, you know, you're very happy. You get your degree, you take a few pictures with it, you probably hang it up somewhere. And then once you've been working for years and everyone already knows your position and your title and they all know, you don't even know what that degree is. Like,
Mine, bro. I
like,
can't even find
yo,
mine. You know what I mean?
exactly. Like, you're like, yo, collects dust. And that doesn't even matter. You keep going, you get, graduate degrees, whatever. The more established you are in your career, the further away you are from that accomplishment. Like, for example, when you have no experience, the number one thing you put up on your resume is your education.
Exactly.
But once you accomplish things professionally, the last thing that you put is your education because it becomes less important. Manny Pacquiao, at first, he needed the belts to show that he was a certain type of fighter. But now Manny's at the point where when he announces things he's done in his career, the last thing he mentions is those belts. Could care less. Okay? Been involved in some of the biggest grossing fights in boxing history, beat some of the biggest names in boxing history, won titles in 8 weight divisions, blah, blah, blah. Probably the last thing Manny Pacquiao will mention is, oh, yeah, and I was the WBA champion. Stop it, WBA. You slay me, man. Like, for real. It's unbelievable. All these belts are just getting ridiculous. They should be one champ. We're about to make the MFBB title, and we're going to name one champ for every weight division because I'm sick of this. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, there's too many belts. There's too much. It's too hard to become undisputed, and that's what we need. Manny Pacquiao and Ugas. Stop it, G. Ugas, you need a fight. I hope you get one, but I hope you never get a chance to step in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. There are way better options for Manny Pacquiao than Ugas. And it's not Manny Pacquiao's job to build up Ugas. G, walk with me. Hold on, G, I got you. Walk with me.
I'm going to take my glasses off to be Kaden. Go ahead. That's how you be looking what I'm talking about.
Go ahead, G. Go ahead, G.
Really? You know what I'm saying?
G, walk with me. Look. See, what should happen is Pacquiao get that money. He beat Connor McGregor, right? And then after that, there should just be one fight. That fight should be Terrence Crawford. Because, see, Terrence Crawford needs a big name on his resume. Terrence Crawford needs someone who can launch him into superstardom. Terrence Crawford's not one of the bigger welterweights in the division. He's not known as a puncher like Danny Garcia or even Earl Spence or Keith Thurman. So you don't have to really worry about Manny Pacquiao taking that type of beating. You don't have to worry about Manny Pacquiao in there with a devastating one-punch knockout puncher. Manny Pacquiao has a chance to beat a guy who's considered the best pound for pound, and he can go out and add to his legendary status by beating the best pound for pound at 42. Or he can lose and still make a decent amount of money. So for that reason, he should fight Conor McGregor, get this money for the Philippines, then fight Terrence Crawford and retire. Ugas does nothing for Manny Pacquiao's legacy.
I'll say this. That brother, Conspiracy, that's a wise brother right there.
See, even I couldn't have hate on that. No, I think Ugas, unfortunately, he's just not the guy. I think TC would benefit the most from a Manny Pacquiao fight. I think it's the fight he needs, actually. I've been saying it. I think it's the fight he needs. It's the fight that would put him right there at pay-per-view star, put him right there with Earl Spence. Earl Spence can say, if he beats Danny, I beat these guys, whatever. He can say, I beat Manny Pacquiao. I sold this much. I got, if the WBA belt's on the line, I got the WBO, WBA. You got let's get it on. So,
I just feel like with this fight with Conor McGregor, I think this wraps up a tremendous career. Run with me. Don't walk with me.
Run.
Let's run. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get up and we're gonna run. Why I said we're gonna run, right? The reason why I said run with me, because I think the great Manny Pacquiao deserves to go out with a big, matter of fact, I'm gonna get in my conspiracy G bag too. Okay? Shout out to my man G.
I'm gonna be real. I gotta squint my eyes real low.
You know what I'm saying?
It's my mystical drink.
Man, you know, put mine away. G right there. You know what I'm saying? Extra smooth with a G.
Yeah, you're hell stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
Listen, I think the great Manny Pacquiao can end his career with a Connor McGregor. I think he has did enough. I think the great Manny Pacquiao has done enough. There's nothing more for him to do. He doesn't need somebody to pick back off of him and capitalize off of his greatness. He's did it all. You know, call him done it all, because he has done it all. And like Kaden was alluding to earlier, the last thing he's going to mention is the WBA belt, because the great Manny Pacquiao has done it all. I want to see Manny Pacquiao knock out Conor McGregor and then ride off in the sunset. I don't want to see the great Manny Pacquiao take any more punishment. I've seen him in the fight with Keith Thurman, and I stick to this 100%. When I seen Manny Pacquiao leave that ring, when I seen him walk out of that arena, right, that was it for me. The way he looked, how he was looking, that was it for me. I don't need to see my fighter being battered and not be able to understand what he's saying, to understand that he was great. I know he was great. I want to give him his roses while he's alive. Manny Pacquiao, you are great. You have gave us so much excitement. You gave us the fights that we wanted to see, even the fights that we didn't want to see. You went up against guys and you beat them all, and I tip my hat off to you, and I say this right now. You have nothing left to prove. After you beat a Conor McGregor, go on and set right off in the sunset, because you deserve to do whatever you want to do. Next thing you know, you're going to be president of the Philippines. And that's just my point.
President of the Philippines. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I agree with that as well. Yeah, you know, yeah, 100%. I think there are so many options for Manny Pacquiao. I think we all agree that WBA, go F yourself.
Exactly. Let us know how you feel. Check us out in the comment section, and also check us out on Twitter and Instagram, and also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm Trill Bill. That's G, that's Kaden, and that's the TVE Net. And we are the MFBB.
Hey.
Thank you for rocking with us.
Peace.
Catch me creeping down the dark street. This is where me and the zombies meet. Guarantee we all gonna eat. It's Zombie Ray again with HD. I'm a zombie in the night, you better run from me. Zombie Ray in the house, you better run, homie. Brought a mask and some gloves with some thugs with me. I came to do damage, you wanna purge with me. Super Saiyan zombie, I'll be